But there, I'm sorry, did you say something there? Just before we came on there.
No, I didn't, Danny. I didn't. You were doing your usual, trying to catch out the cute Kerry hoorism, trying to catch people out and hang them by the bollocks as you go on live on air. I'm up to your sneakiness.
Would I do such a thing like that now, there? To be honest with you.
Yeah.
Yes.
You fucking would.
100% you would.
Shower bastards, not you. That's all I say about that.
You to watch me point while I went to the Jacks. Now.
No,
we'd fucking drink it.
Because like that,
he wouldn't drink. He'd be the type of lad who'd dip something in it.
He'd fucking stick his Mickey in it for you.
That's what he meant. That's what he meant, Matt.
I wasn't sure were we allowed to say Mickey, so I just said something. Fuck it, we can say
we're
anything.
allowed to say anything we want on here.
Yeah,
as long as we don't label
I just clicked the explicit fucking sign on fucking Spotify and it's grand.
Yeah. Now, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to tonight's show of Mauls, Balls, and All the Breakdown. We have our usual dynamic duo, I suppose you're going to call of Matt Boland and Bishop Lynn. And of course, we're joined again by Dara, who's in and out more often than, I don't know.
He's usually on the highbrow show on Thursday.
More often than you, anyway.
Snowball show, yeah, I suppose. Len, I'll come to you first.
I was at the match. I'm the token attendee of the match.
Yeah,
the only one can fucking afford it.
No, he's just Jeremy the fucker. He probably got his wife to sue someone if he didn't get a text. Am I right there? There's a guilty look there now. There's a guilty look there now. Len, I'll come to you first anyway. Ulster 40, Edinburgh 19. You saw that match, didn't you, or something at least?
I did, yeah. Yeah.
Did you?
I was expecting to only be talking about the Ireland match. Yeah, come on. I did actually saw that match, yeah. Brilliant performance by Ulster away on the road. We thought last week, we were giving predictions, we thought it'd be a tight one and it'd be a tough game for Ulster, but geez, look. They're up to second. And fair play to them because they deserve it. They're playing some lovely fucking rugby, and considering the amount of lads they actually have away with the Ireland squad, fucking hell, great result, brilliant result. There was once upon a time there wouldn't be, that you maybe be missing Henderson or whatever. Look. And they're doing it on the Irish front as well for the national team. So fucking fair play to Ulster, fair play to Richie Murphy, Mark Sexton, and the lads. Things are looking bright.
There's 2 red cards in that match anyway, 1 apiece. What exactly happened there, Leonard? Do you see those incidents at all?
I did. I haven't fucking cleared that because I can't remember. I watched so much rugby.
Who's Leonard?
Wasting your time.
Leonard. A good bit of Leonard Brennan.
Yes.
That's who Leonard is.
Carry on,
do you want to give his PPS number out as well there, Danny, while you're at it?
I'm sorry, Mr. Weston. Is there anything else you would like to say about it? Come on.
Well, I genuinely, I do. I remember 2 red cards, but I can't remember what. Now, look, it was a weekend of rugby, and I actually can't remember, so no point in me going into detail because I literally cannot remember.
There's
onset dementia, Danny. That's what it's called.
Too much time drinking the Guinness, I suppose, was it? More that than
No, I didn't actually have a drink on Friday, and I only had 2 all day Saturday. I didn't have a drink till the French game, believe it or not.
Talking about behaving. Derry, your thoughts on the Edinburgh-Ulster match?
I didn't see the match because I was flying back from California, but great for Ulster. And as Len just said there, I mean, Jesus, when you think as far back as the autumn internationals, we wouldn't have been talking about Ulster missing so many players for international duty. So it's great to, I think that's, look, partly the lads have been there, but it's also testament to what Richie Murphy is doing with Ulster. I think he's definitely bringing an improvement, and Sexy's brother as well. So, no, great win for them.
Matt, your thoughts on the Edinburgh Ulster game?
Yeah, look, I mean, it was a class game. We all kind of had a feeling that Ulster would do it. I think we all predicted Ulster were going to win on the road. I thought it might have been a bit closer, to be honest. But Ulster blew them away. Zach Ward got a try. I think got an early yellow card, like less than a minute or something.
About 2 minutes in, yeah.
And I thought it was going to be a tough start, but listen, Jarno Augusto was fucking phenomenal in that game. Jack Murphy had a quality game. I'm not 100% sure whether the Harry Sheridan red card was a red card as such. It probably could have been.
There's comment there from Bev Ann said Harry Ray Sheridan red card was ridiculous, but the Edinburgh one could have been a straight red rather than bunker and 20-minute red as he took Izzy out in the air.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I do. I actually remember now. Yeah, thanks for reminding us there, Bev. Yeah, I do. Yeah,
look, I agree with Bev Ann there as well. It was pretty much exactly that. But yeah, look, I mean, fucking Ulster were phenomenal. They really were. You know, it was. And as Dara said, like, it's funny because normally you've got the majority of the Ulster men there, but when you see how many of them were with Ireland and how well they performed with Ireland, like Balakoon, Stu McCluskey, they were fucking phenomenal, you know, and they really contributed to a triple crown if you look at it that way, you know, and it didn't seem to faze them at all. So Richie Murphy's doing a hell of a job up there, and we're going to see a lot more of the likes of Rob Balakoon and Stu McCluskey, and there's a few of them forwards, fucking Wilson, brilliant as well, you know.
Yeah, but even look at David McCann with Ireland.
Yeah,
you know, we now have a genuine blindside fucking flanker option. You know what I mean in McCann. I think it's amazing.
Yeah, look, it's fantastic, and even you see some of the kids playing in the under 20s as well. And there's a lot. I know we'll get to that later on, but there's loads of talent coming through. So look, we're in a good place. 18 months out from a World Cup, I can tell you that.
Yeah. Just a comment there by Biff and that came for that one said it was a good match. Rest in peace to the fan who died at the stadium. Thoughts and prayers with their family, and that was a very unfortunate incident to happen just before a game. Unfortunately, so we do pass our condolences on to you. That's a sports family as well. There is a good question here by Peter said. You mentioned Hendo. Is he still in contention for Ireland squad, or is he a spent force at this stage? Then.
Why do I always get the fucking shitty fucking questions? I'm going to fucking answer one way or the other. I'm going to get fucking hammered.
I think it's time with Ireland is
diplomatic here now, and let me answer the fucking question.
I was trying to help you out, Glenn.
Oh, sorry, man. Was that you? I thought it was me. I
was trying to help you out by saying I think it's time with Ireland is done.
Pretty fucking straightforward there, man.
I think he's a good player, but I think he's one of those in emergency break glass things. You know, he's there on the shelf that we can take him down and use him, and he can do the job for us. But there are younger players who are available.
And in saying that, I don't think Ian Henderson is the only one in that category, because you know there's a number of lads now getting older, past their prime, and great servants to Ireland and to the provinces. But you know, nobody lasts forever, lads. And I think I think international duty probably is starting to pass Ian Henderson by. And look, as you said, in emergency break class, he will do a job for you off the bench or whatever.
Yeah. Now, very good question here by Dave Sheedy. Who pissed in the Bishop's cortex?
Look, the Bishop was always a contrary bollocks. You just don't know me that well.
And talk about, sorry, for that question to come from Sheedy, Dave Sheedy, kettle, black.
Yeah, let's get Sheedy and Glenn on sauce some night together and see the two matches.
There's fucking building sites all over Ireland with pictures of Sheedy with "Do not talk to this lad," and if you don't want to click on the ball.
That'll be an entertaining show, that one.
Yeah, just ask him a question. Just mention Johan Lundgren, RG Stein, Private Monster, and just late
Very
match.
easy.
Yeah. I want to say, I think, like he was sitting in the background, just having a drink and being a mess. Matt, I'll come on to you in the next one. Count 31, Scarlets 14. What do you make of that match? Or do you see any of it?
I didn't actually see as much of that as I would have liked to, but again, look, going on what we had predicted, we predicted Connacht would win. I think Scarlets were probably not as good as they have shown at that point of the tournament. They played better games at the start of the URC, but I just think we knew it was going to be a tough ask for Scarlets. Even though the likes of Scarlets and Cardiff and Dragons are playing out of their skins at the moment, because of that in impending doom of one of them being shut down. But yeah, look, I think it was a fair result for Connacht. I didn't really see much more than that. There was so much would be on at the weekend that it was one of those games that I didn't really pay attention to, unfortunately.
Len, did you see any of the Connacht Scarlets game?
Well, I couldn't fucking watch that one, Danny, because I was covering the fucking trade on the fucking Ulster one, and they were on at the same time. And I didn't watch it back.
Did you see the highlights or anything, Leonard?
What?
Did you see the highlights or anything?
No. I saw the result, and I followed your trade on the Connacht game. And look, it was a great result for Connacht. They needed that bonus point win. Yeah, look, what can you say? It was a tough ask for Scarlets at home to Connacht. Good win. Look, if they're in contention for the last 8, that's all we want. It'd be great to see all 4 provinces in the last 8 of the business end. So good win for Connacht.
There any thoughts on the Connacht Scarlets game?
Good win for Connacht. I didn't see it. I was in the air, so unfortunately
he was traveling back from California by private jet.
Yeah,
to his corporate box in the Aviva. He was rushing back for Saturday.
Yeah, I never knew you had to fly all the way home from California.
You're hardly going to fucking swim it, Danny, are you?
Yeah, well, it's a bit of a fucking walk, Dan, and a row as well. Like, so
you could go all the way to Santa.
Just a fucking flotilla, lad.
California, not
California.
California. You're confusing the two. It's not Dublin.
We're all know you're in California, all right? That's California. California. We know the difference. Don't worry, Darren. Actually, Darren, since I have you there on the head in nice and everything, and you're at the match, and you're saying you're at the match, Ireland 43, Scotland 21. What do you make of it?
Absolutely fucking brilliant match. And can I just make the point now that Dan Sheehan is tied for 8th top scorer for Ireland on 18 tries, and he's only had 39 caps. I mean, if you think O'Driscoll had 133 caps and he had 46 tries. So I think the way Dan Sheehan is going, he'll easily get into the top 5. I think 5th is I was looking at it earlier. I think it's Shaggy with 21 tries. So I mean, barring anything happening,
yes,
I
but
think
they're
certain Sheehan will pick up another
centre and a winger.
3.
And in Dan, you're talking about
he's the only forward in the whole top 10 or even the top 20, which fills my heart with pride. That he could do with a bit more weight on him. He's the type of fellow who wears these lycra jerseys, but still, he's still a forward. He's still a front row. The match was brilliant. The atmosphere was absolutely amazing. What I particularly loved was at the end, nobody left their seats. Everybody waited for the Triple Crown presentation, bar a couple of wankers who disappeared because of traffic and shite like that and wanted to get back to Kerry early. and a couple of people from the press box who were allowed down to the pitch. Stuff like that.
We won't mention any names. We won't mention any
I
names.
think one or two of them got a bit confused and thought they could do the lap of honor with the team. But I was zooming in at one stage, and you could see the lads in the press box with their laptops and stuff, and I could see one lad with an Etch-a-Sketch, and I was thinking, fucking, he looks familiar. But no, absolutely great.
There is an imposter up in the fucking press box.
Tommy O'Brien had a great game. I mean, Ringrose, I thought, had a very good game. Stu McCluskey, fucking brilliant. It was hard to pick anybody who actually had a bad game.
There wasn't one.
Exactly.
Yeah, I don't think so. I mean, it was great crack. I mean, it started as we wanted it to go on, and there was back and forth. There was a bit of Finn Russell action for Peter, so that'll keep him going for a couple of weeks now. But yeah, no, I just thought brilliant match, absolutely brilliant match. And I wasn't on corporate tickets or anything. The wife's father, he's been involved in the club in Cork for years and years and years, and he just happened to get the offer of 2 tickets at the last minute. So I fully paid for them, didn't get freebies or anything, but I was really lucky. We were in the Bath Avenue end, in the kind of like the family end. So it was great. Like, we were literally right behind the posts. So
I think you were mentioning that there was a hell of a lot of Scottish support there.
Oh, there was an awful lot of Scottish there. Yeah, an awful lot of Scottish,
which is good.
Yeah, which was great because they're always great crack, like, So I mean, they were hanging around at the end and cheering the Irish team as well. One fella said to me afterwards he was a bit disappointed the Scottish team didn't go round and do a lap of honor for their fans. So but I mean, what a match. When you think, I don't know whether you're going to get onto the overall table results at the end of it, Danny, but when you think, I mean, I was kind of thinking, Jesus, we'd be doing well to be third, the form we had going into the Six Nations.
Yeah.
It'd be France, it'd be England, and Jesus, Scotland, even fucking Italy might pull a fucking Houdini and challenge us for third. And to have it come down to the wire like that was absolutely amazing.
One question here from Peter Burke. Did the influencers wreck your head there?
Oh, there was 5 girls sitting behind us. One of them fucking elbowed me in the head when she was coming back with her fucking white wine shandy or whatever it was. And then, oh, sorry. But they were talking about their fucking, oh, did you do your Facebook recap at 25 and all this kind of stuff? And I was just like, oh, for fuck's sake, would you just fucking pretend to watch the match at least, girls? And then the best line was, did Dad give you money for chips at half time? So it's just, so there was obviously where they got their tickets from anyway.
What was the fucking song that fucking Spanner played in fucking the second half? When there's a break in play. We had Sweet Caroline fucking last week. What the
fucking Sweet. Yeah, fucking Sweet Caroline was played again this fucking time. It's like Len, ever since they've announced this fucking country music fella is going to play Slane, it's become acceptable to play fucking shite music in big venues.
Was Tony Christie one or fucking what the fuck?
Was it Amarillo or something like that?
Not Amarillo.
No, it wasn't that.
One.
But no, I remember
it had no business being in the stadium anyway.
No,
yeah, the song came on, and I thought,
like, you were there towards the end when we had the upper hand, and we knew, like, at that stage we were going to win it. It was great to hear the fucking fields ringing out. Like,
oh yeah.
And you could hear it, but like that's been lacking. There's no place for that. And like, I honestly think when a team is behind, which we weren't, right? But when a team is behind, that's what you want to fucking hear. You want to hear the crowd behind you.
Yeah.
Not fucking 10 minutes from the end when you know the game is won and you're all on the fucking jolly. Bollocks.
Yeah. No, sure. Victor Costello said it on the show that it's like so important, the empty stadium and all that. And I'll admit to one thing now, and I'm sure I'm not the only one because it was so fucking loud. But I actually sang Flower of Scotland at the start as well, because
I
I
love
think
Flower
it's
of
just a class anthem. But I wasn't the only one around. I could see several other lads in Irish shirts belting it out. But from the start, I think it was just...
There was a guy on one of them, I don't know which one of the pages anyway, but it was in the comments, and a very funny guy. I think Hammerhead is his name. That's what he goes by. But he was just talking about the anthems and speeding the game up. And he said, first of all, he said, we have to stop rolling out the nursing home to be introduced to the team prior to the game. He said that is going to save 15 minutes. Secondly, he said, one anthem per team, not fucking two. And he said, when New Zealand are playing, there's another fucking 10 minutes of singing and dancing we can do without.
Well, I'd say now on the nursing home thing that might have been applicable with Mickledy, but your one, the new president, name I can't fucking think of at the moment, Catherine, whatever. She's not that old now. She was fairly sprightly enough. The two anthems, I don't think we'd ever get to the stage of two anthems, lads. It's too fucking political. But and the All Blacks, the All Blacks are like the Orange Men. It's their fucking ceremonial route. You know, they're entitled to fucking do their little dance beforehand. And the worst part is that World Rugby enforced that everybody. Remember the time Wales, I think, was turned their backs on them, and they got fined because you have to. It's in the laws. You have to respect the haka. My bollocks. The best thing ever was Willie Anderson dragging fecking the other 14 lads up to face off against Buck Shelford. You know, you don't respect it. You give them the challenge back.
Yeah. A good comment here by David G. Forkman to you, Matt. What is with the music in the breaks and play? Are we shackles now ridiculous?
Yeah, no, we're not. Because we don't have fucking swimming pools in our stadiums, and we don't play Taylor Swift and pop music.
Yeah, best of luck to swimming pools in the Aviva in fucking February. Right. You want a fucking wetsuit.
Yeah, we play Neil Diamond and Ireland. Wait, Ireland. Matt, your thoughts on the Ireland-Scotland game?
Well, look, I mean, that was by far the best performance of Ireland. Ireland gave in the whole Six Nations. I think a lot of people were saying the best performance was against England, but if you look at the England response to how we were playing, it just wasn't there, and it was just easier for us. So at least Scotland actually put it up to us, and you could see it at the start. You know, we scored, then they scored, then we scored two more, and then they scored, came back into it. You know, early in that second half, it was still fucking tight. It could have gone either way. Do you know what I mean? So look, it was by far the best performance of Ireland in the Six Nations. Some of the lads were fucking brilliant. Tom O'Toole and Ty Furlan up front, they were fucking brilliant. I'm not going to mention Dan Sheehan because the chap is he's a generational talent. He really fucking is. He has to be, if not the best hooker in the world at the moment right now. He's definitely one or two anyway, 100%. I thought Byrne.
I don't know, Matt. You'd want to see some of them in Los Angeles. Jesus.
I'd say so, yeah. But look, Byrne and fucking McCarthy were an absolute menace at the breakdown. And, you know, it was a due land that were you talked about that fucking post on Twitter that you don't know where he got the baby from, but he stole it from Scots. You know, and that pretty much summed it up because he was phenomenal. Any chance he got over Jacqueline turnover, he was fucking unbelievable. Great to see Aki coming on with the fucking passion after his sideline suspension. You'd never even think he was gone. Stu McCluskey. He just needs to take a fucking bow, son. You've been fucking unbelievable. He is my man at the tournament for Ireland, without a doubt. Just fucking phenomenal in every game. And him and Doris are the only two players that played all games. All 80 minutes, you know, and
he's basically stolen half of Henshaw's wardrobe. Never mind the shirt; he's taken suits and ties and everything. Like
he may as well fucking take his car and his gaff and everything. Yeah, he may as well take his car and his gaff and everything. But yeah, look, unbelievable. You know, I was very nervous going into this game because, you know, Scotland are Scotland. They can turn up and fucking destroy any team. And we saw that against England and we saw it against France. But I think it was just that third game for them was just that third game too far for them. You know, they were a little bit sloppier. They were a little bit less aggressive in the breakdown. They didn't get enough ball to play with, really. You know, we didn't let them play, you know. But, you know, they love that kind of loose attacking style of rugby, and we just didn't give it to them, you know. And I can't fault any. The only one I would have a little bit of fucking criticism on is Gary Ringrose shooting out of the line a couple of times. He completely missed tackles, and only for the system and the guys that were kind of in the background. There you go. Yeah, you know.
Yeah.
If that had been probably France, there'd have been a massive hole there, and Billy Barry would have been in scoring tries left, right, and centre. But look, you know, other than that, it was a fairly all-round performance by everyone. The lads came on, substitutes came on, and they were absolutely phenomenal as well. You know, and Nick Timoney, another fucking great tournament.
I'll check out Matt before. But didn't you confuse Nick Timoney and Stuart McCluskey at one stage?
No, at one stage, I fucking hell, Danny, hang me out to dry away, don't you? I was looking at the program and I was going, is that Timoney or McCluskey? Because if it was Timoney, I was going to send it on to Mrs. Timoney, Megan Augusta Timoney. I was going to send her the program if that was her fiance on it, but then I realized it was McCluskey. But anyway, fucking relax, Danny, telling tales outside of school.
Can't do that, Danny. Can't do that.
You might highlight Peter's comment. He doesn't like to mention it, but he said he was hand in hand singing "Flower of Scotland" with a BBC.
I'll be getting to that. Don't worry. I'll be getting to that there now, man. Man, I need to come back to you and you finish off every point you're making.
No, look, that's pretty much it. You know, just it was a great way to end the tournament. Great to get the fucking Triple Crown. You know, yeah. Look, it was a phenomenal performance, and yeah, really, really happy with that.
Only for a kick of the ball, we could have won it.
Listen, fucking, we'll get on to that later on. Jesus Christ.
No, Darren, to keep you happy there now. There's Peter's comment. I was arm in arm with a BBC reporter singing Flower of Scotland, best anthem in the tournament.
I'm pretty sure he doesn't.
I mean, he doesn't like to mention he was in the press box.
Press box, Peter.
Joe Lyons here has won 4 Triple Crowns in the past 5 years, and only one defeat by a fucking point to England in Twickenham has stopped us hitting 5 straight. Something never done in the history of the entire competition. Decline.
Danny, Joe doesn't use foul language. He said one feckin' FKN point. Don't be putting words in Joe's mouth now. Joe's an outsider.
Bevan here says it's better than adverts like we have it cuts the sound of the stadium, so it's the ref is talking. You can't hear what they are saying. And the second ad was a visit to Ireland, one which I found more acceptable.
Actually, just point has just dropped into my head there. Luke Pearce as well. I have to give him fucking kudos as well, because Finn Russell was taking a kick at one, or conversion at one point, and he actually stopped, and he stopped the clock and said, "Look, we need to get this right because this game could come down to points." And he actually moved him go from taking the conversion
back a yard or two. Yeah,
back a yard or two. And it was actually
every point is going to count, and that
exactly
fair play to him.
You know, and fair play to him. And look, you love seeing that because, you know, like referees generally they get a fucking torrid time, and they're either going to be loved by 50% of the people and hated by the other 50% because more often than not, a decision is going to go against the team and it's going to cause problems. But when you see things like that, refs are trying to do their very best, and they do on pitch. They always do their best, and they're not going to.
I love the way he communicates. In all fairness, he's clear, concise, and you know, if he makes a mistake, he holds his hands up too and says, "Sorry, lads, didn't see that. We'll go back and we'll have a look." Like he's a fucking excellent ref. He really, really is.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And in fairness, I think it's humanly impossible to see everything in a breakdown. You know
Absolutely.
what I mean? You just fucking can't.
But look, there could be fucking 8 or 10 lads on the ground in a mall, and one ball, like where are you supposed to fucking look? How are you supposed to be able, like as a ref on the pitch, you can't see everything.
Yeah.
You're going.
Oh look, you missed the guy, the very fucking high mile, fucking first away from you, happened to have his knee on the ground as he was going in. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
You can't. You know?
It's impossible.
You have to give him some fucking leeway.
I completely agree. Apart from the 50% thing, the 50-50, Matt, I think in rugby, it's about 85-90% agree with what the referee says, and the other 10-15%.
No, I meant as in 50.
Oh yeah, no, I know what you mean. I know what you mean. But
Yeah.
the football elements we have in, like admins of other groups who kick you out if you don't agree with them, baldy little
What group?
boluses.
Well, which groups are they, Darryl?
They'd be the ones who'd be calling out refs and saying they were an absolute shite hawk and all that kind of stuff. But, no. Like if I was to meet a ref now, I'd still say sir, because I was so, or in Holly Davidson's case, ma'am, because that was, you always called the ref sir when you were playing. Yes sir, yes sir.
Here, listen, I fucking spent many a time on the fucking sidelines for 10 minutes. So anytime you come across a ref, it's always fucking sir, ma'am, whatever.
Yes.
That's funny you should mention that now, because your mother is in here saying, look, the Scottish sent them. Anyway, we sent them homework to think again.
You did indeed. You did indeed, Pauline.
Like the Flower Scotland is fucking brilliant, but it's only really proper and quality when it's in fucking
Murrayfield with the lone piper on the
with the piper up on the roof.
And then they stop the music halfway through, and then it's just singing. And
that was actually accidentally done during one Six Nations. The warm-up, they only rehearsed one verse. They didn't rehearse the second one. They stopped halfway through it, and that was done on accident, and it just became standard.
No way, really?
Yeah, that's what actually happened. I think
it's fucking much better.
Actually, Darryl, was it you to put up that point, or was it Danny? Or Danny, was it you? Somebody put that up in their own group. Somebody put that up. That's what happened, and then it went a cappella because
I put it up and Danny nicked it. 90% of what Danny says he's stolen from other people. But there was actually a piper in Lansdowne.
Trying to copyright the fucking one-liners. Fuck off now, Darryl.
Dave Sheehan here's on handing from Tom O'Toole is so underrated.
Yeah.
Actually, just on Tom O'Toole.
Yeah.
Fucking no, I don't want to misquote the lad, but Caelan Scully was saying that they're looking to bring Tom O'Toole. I think what he said is over to Loosehead in Ulster from an Ireland point of view, and they're going moving fucking Porter back to Tighthead.
Back to Tighthead, really?
Back to Tighthead.
But that was Porter's original position, Tighthead.
It was. That's what I'm saying. And because O'Toole has done such a good job in a fucking at Loosehead, they're looking like maybe if you were going to have a chat with Ulster and say, look, get Tom in at Loosehead from now on, from an Irish point of view.
Do you know what? That'd be fucking brilliant. Going into the World Cup next year and having Andrew Porter as Tighthead, that'd fuck everybody up. That'd wreck all their heads.
Yeah.
That's a super idea.
Yeah, I think it's a great idea. And look, that's the way we need to be fucking thinking.
Yeah, but that's it. We need that edge. We need that little something that is people aren't going to expect, because I think our main downfall for years and years and years is becoming that predictable and people knowing exactly what we're doing. That gives you an element of surprise, and nobody would be thinking that.
But you look at Joe Schmidt, was, as we said before, one of the greatest coaches in the world, and what he done for Irish rugby was absolutely fantastic.
100%.
But when he ran out of road is when we became predictable, and that's it. It's fucking, and I think Porter going back to Tighthead, Tom Toole and Loosehead. But like we've been so lucky, lads. Even like we had Millen in at Loosehead Nations. We had Jeremy Lockman, which even from a Munster point of view wouldn't be, he wouldn't be classed as international standard. No offense to Jeremy. I think he's a great player. But he came in and he proved he can do a job for us. Do you know what I mean? So what we've discovered in this Six Nations has been brilliant. It may be enforced by circumstance, by injuries and whatever. and I don't think it would have changed. And I don't want to be hypocritical or critical here, but I don't think it would have changed to the extent it did change without it being enforced on us. And it has fucking worked out. And like people are going, like you see some comments on social media where like they discovered McCluskey. McCluskey was always there. He got the odd opportunity here and there in an emergency, as Darragh would say. But like fucking hell, he's taking it with
injuries.
he's taking it with both hands, and that's the one thing we need is fucking depth. We've been saying this even before the Six Nations. Fucking depth. Give lads a fucking chance. If they don't break it, fair enough. But like fucking just give them.
You've made a super point there, because a lot of the depth that was tested this Six Nations was forced upon because of injuries. But if you look back, right, we only lost that championship, right, by the last kick of the final seconds of the whole fucking tournament. You know, we could have actually, we were that close to winning the whole fucking thing. And couldn't you imagine what that would have done for Ireland as a team, knowing all the injuries, all the new players that had to come in, and the likes of Jeremy Loughlin that played fucking out of his fucking skin for the first 4 fucking games and got injured, unfortunately. Brilliant. Do you know what I mean? And we were tested in all these positions, and we just lost out on the championship by the last kick of the last seconds of the whole fucking tournament.
I'll go through before I come to you then in the Irish game. Bevan here, when done Darragh Murray on his bonus point try up the Rossi, not Razzie, so don't worry. Joe Lyons,
Murray, Bev. Murray.
Fuck off.
It's Murray.
Christ.
Not Murray. Murray.
It's fucking Murray.
Can't mention Josh, lads, bought so much.
As I said on the group, it was lovely to see Darragh Murray holding the trophy at the end of the fucking match. Oh, lads, fucking break.
Joe Lyons, can't mention Josh. Lad brought so much to the English way, and then against Scotland made 23 tackles in 55 minutes. He gave so much to go forward ball. It made our dominance in the pack. Well, his work rate, both Arsenal and Bournemouth, has got the games they did.
100%. I was talking to Joe, just the two of us there. Elaine, I just mentioned that the one thing about Josh, you know, they were chatting, and he's one humble guy. You know what I mean? He was dropped, and he's a very humble guy. Fucking, and you know he gives his all. Right, what's Sheedy saying? I can't see it.
Stewie, Bill Williams, McCluskey, and Tommy Gagan O'Brien.
Yeah. It's not exactly wrong there. Pauline there, all the players had a great game. Hard to pick one over the other.
Yes, you're right, Pauline. It's like, it must be like trying to pick a favourite child.
Yeah, it ain't fucking Matt.
It's definitely not me.
It's one of his sisters.
Yeah. But to be honest, Matt is Pauline's favourite son.
I'm the only fucking son. That's why you're stupid.
Yeah, fucking disappointed. He fucking supports Leinster. Look, she tolerates him. That's all we're going to say. Come on, carry on.
They all support Leinster.
We all support Leinster, you fucking doze.
Munster, I said.
We all support Leinster, though. She's the only one. Yeah, she's the
even
fucking
the girls support
Leinster.
But
you'd expect more from your son, though, Matt. Seriously.
Joe Lyons Ring Road is all about timing. Keenan gives that cause for shooting, and it's being missed massively.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I mean, if you do hear, you can hear in some of the games if it's a bit quiet. Keenan is always shouting at the back line and the centres. You know, he marshals it all, and how we did so well without him, like, is a testament to the rest of the lads who stood up.
Yeah.
Again, back to that point, Osborne. You know, we have absolute fucking nailed on guy. If Keenan's not back, another I see they're back in training now, Porter and Keenan. Well, yeah, look, you have somebody nailed on. We developed depth over a fucking matter of weeks, which is absolutely brilliant.
And I saw an interesting. Sorry, go ahead, Fish.
I actually mentioned this fucking going back 8 or 9 weeks ago. Just what you said there. He's one of the few full backs that marshals the back line from behind. Like you see him doing, he's constantly doing it. And then you have your 10 in the fucking middle. It's brilliant.
I saw in the program yesterday, which I thought was interesting, that Frawley was the only player in the program where they list all the positions, and he was the only player utility back. Yeah. So it was like the poor fecker, you know. I mean, now hopefully when he goes to Connacht, he'll actually become fly half, and then he'll be reclassified as fly half.
Yeah. I was actually just sorry, Dan, for 1 second. Just on the break that we had in the Six Nations, right? It was reduced down from 2 breaks to 1 break, which I think is actually better in the long run, because when you go to a World Cup, it's all about conditioning, and that's something we've lacked from in the past, because World Cup is week after week after week, and you're very rarely, only the odd time you might get a break in a group stages. But as soon as you get into the latter end of that game, it's week after week after week. And I think what they've done there, reducing the break week in the Six Nations, is going to stand to us anyway. It'll stand to the rest of the teams as well in the Six Nations, but definitely stand.
And also for the supporters as well, because you know, if you're taking 2 weeks off getting drunk watching the rugby, you know, it knocks you off your stride.
The liver is not able for then. The tolerance drops there.
Exactly, you give your liver time to recover.
Your point there. If you look at the Women's Six Nations, which is actually coming up in April and May, it's 5 straight weeks. There is no break week whatsoever.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, like for your new supporter to rugby as well, you know, a gap of 2 weeks is too much for people that have.
Yeah.
I don't know. I've actually lost. I was going to say fucking. Yeah, never mind. Go on, carry on.
Yeah. We've discovered that in the Six Nations, that fans are too impatient and want all new lads in ASAP. Farrell knows what he's doing, which is true.
Dave, you're not with it at all. You're not with it at all. Farrell doesn't make any of the decisions. There's a baldy lad who lives out west somewhere who has it on good authority that the IRFU tell him everything. Farrell doesn't get to make any decisions, apparently.
Yeah.
And this he got it through his mate who models shirts for Adidas, who knows all of this, you know, through the provincial sense.
Yeah, and that's a cousin of his occasion. Sheedy says, we now have proper depth in every position except 9 and 13.
Yeah, but Dave, you
just have Casey. You have Casey at 9. I mean, in fairness. And I mean, look at, you know, I'd say, you know, if you threw McCluskey into 13, he could probably do a job there as well.
Yeah, good. Yeah.
I mean, we had McCluskey at 12 and Bundy at 13, didn't we? When Bundy came on. Yeah.
So, previous comment there.
And just on the Casey point, we'll talk about this afterwards. There's a worrying thing I want to bring up, but go through the comments first.
He said, is that Henry Byrne, Dara?
No, but Dave was saying about lads wanting new people in every position.
Do you mean Harry Byrne, Dave, as in the pub and the Leinster player?
Yeah. Ben Reese says Stu Lanker has said he's down as an out half for next season for Connacht, and that's Kieran Frawley.
Okay.
Yeah.
That is Stuart Lanchester.
Yeah. Just 2 more comments we want to get through to here and go leading to your point there. You want to get to Casey. Mike Sheedy, great weekend for Irish rugby. Both teams, Triple Crown, young guns on both teams, upcoming players, becoming good into the World Cup soon. And just Ben here as well. Casey, Doak, Murphy, Devine are all international material, so we have depth. Now, what was your point you're saying about Casey, was it?
Just throw up Mike Sheedy's comment there again for a minute. I just want to see Mike's profile picture. Bishop, have a look at this now. It looks like he's got a glass with the Munster logo engraved on it. A pint glass.
Yeah.
There you go. No, that's something for you.
A man of taste. A man of taste.
Yeah. So Casey, when Casey was warming up, literally about 3 meters in front of us, he has a mullet and he has frosted tips. Now, this is a worrying thing for me. The amount of fuckers in that squad that have mullets, Joe McCarthy, fair enough, he's a second row. Nobody's going to fucking say anything. Porter, the same. But Casey, now, scrum half is taking the piss having a mullet. He's no business having a mullet whatsoever. And this is what we're going to end up is, we're going to end up with a load of young lads seeing this, getting mullets. The population rate will go down because no girls would want to get a ride off a fellow with a mullet. And we'll have nobody to pay our pensions when we get to fucking Burke's age. You know. So I think the mullets need to be nipped in the bud there.
We'll move on anyway because we're kind of running out of time here.
Actually, what are you going to say on the Ireland game, Danny?
I was about to say that then.
Well, you had your fucking hole going to say it. You completely fucking forgot.
I was going to give you the first one that I was talking about the 20s game, but
yeah, well, you're supposed to be the host of this fucking show, are you?
Actually, you want to go on. Go on. Have your say.
No, Danny. I'm fucking. Go on, I'm fucking.
He's got a pain in his hole carrying you, Danny. Oh, fucking.
Nah, look, fucking. On the Ireland, can I go now, Danny? What's she?
Yeah.
What's Dave saying?
With the commentary to himself.
I can't see it. You'll have to fucking read it to me. Here, fucking put on the glasses.
He's the keeper, Derry. He has to have.
You shouldn't have mentioned fucking Casey in front of fucking Sheedy. Jesus.
You set him off again.
Sheedy, the fucking trans Munster fan. Yeah. He's a fucking Dubliner who identifies as somebody from Clare.
Trans.
That lad has issues, so he has.
It's like the bleach blonde in the early 2000s.
It reminded me of fucking, I think it was Andy Townsend with his frosted tips over in the USA.
What the fuck are frosted tips? I wouldn't be up on the fucking the Dublin lingo.
You get the top bits of your hair.
Yeah. Have you looked in the mirror?
Yeah, I remember.
It's to do with hair. You wouldn't understand it then.
No, I haven't.
I was just about to say, Len, if you looked in the mirror, you've got no fucking hair anyway. So what the fuck would you know about frosted tips for anyway?
Frosted tips.
What you
need
to get a Sharpie for your head and fill your head in with a fucking black Sharpie.
I've seen videos of lads fucking fuck off when you lads spraying their fucking.
Oh, come on. I'll tell that, Shane. I'll tell that.
Right.
Yeah, look, fucking look, we were blown away by fucking France. We struggled against Italy, and as Dara said earlier, most of us probably would have been at that stage very fucking happy with third in the tournament after the second round. And we were kind of looking forward to the fucking England game as kind of judging where we are within ourselves. But look, we went out, we hammered them, and then we had a banana skin kind of game against Wales. And I thought we took a kind of very business-like fucking approach to that one. You know, didn't get fucking nothing too fucking flash, shut them down. And after a crap start to the fucking tournament, and the fact that theoretically we could have fucking won it last weekend was kind of fucking unbelievable after the fucking start we had. So kind of Scotland now became the fucking barometer of where we were. And I know they haven't won in Dublin since like 2017, but probably it's the best Scottish fucking team in years. They also beat the English, and they put 50 points on the fucking French lads. So, as Matt said, we were fucking worried going into this game. We really fucking were. But I just thought, I thought the game on Saturday was like, I said in our group, it was like rolling back the years to fucking 2018. I thought we were fucking brilliant, right? Like, I know Andy Farrell's a big fan of the fucking show, and he's probably tuning in now, you know. He's probably anxious to see our opinion on the fucking thing, but some positive fucking feedback. But I thought we were fucking, our tactics were perfect. As Matt said, look, we didn't get dragged into rucks. We started to go forward ball, and at the same time, the turnover, as you said, fucking Dara, the turnovers. Fucking Tyke Byrne was fucking unreal. You know, it was our line out, our scrum, all spot on. Jack Crowley, 6 out of 7 kicks from the tee. And without getting into the details of the fucking game, like, oh yeah, look, our scrum, our line out, also fucking spot on. Every single player stood up. Our bench, as Matt said, were fucking fantastic. I'm going to fucking say it, Matt. At 65 minutes, apart from Casey, we emptied the bench. I'm now christening them the Spud Squad. Fuck that.
That'll
Spud
never
Squad.
stick.
It's a Pine
Yep, the
Squad.
Spud Squad. That's what I'm fucking christening.
That'll
Right.
never stick.
I don't care if it fucking sticks. It's in my fucking head. That's where it's at for fucking
It's
sake.
fucking
Look,
shit is what it is.
I don't give a shit.
Probably there says, I wish I had the mullet again, I suppose, in terms of Craig Casey's here. And cannot stop the tips.
You definitely don't want a mullet. Trust
Loads of
me.
cultures. Sorry, my wife, the court
That's
woman,
good.
has just
But
popped her head in the door and said,
just
"There's
on-
loads of cultures on the show." He's from Waterford.
And speaking of cultures now, Pauline isn't here, said, the Munster men did us proud.
Well, I
Was
was
there
just,
Munster? Oh yeah, there was.
on
a few
Pauline's
Munster
point
men
there,
playing,
one
Pauline,
second,
yeah.
On Paulie's
was
point,
the-
I was just going to make a point on the match. And I actually think, look, it has to be said that I think Crowley coming in after the end of the game, it made a huge difference. You know what I mean? And it'd be remiss not to fucking touch on it, because I think he gave the lads a license to fucking play the way we can play, right? And this, before fucking Leinster supporters now fucking start heading for the fucking dark web to fucking hire hit fucking men. Give me a fucking chance here, because Sam, the experiment with Sam, in all fucking fairness, and that would experiment is probably the wrong word, but like, we're giving the lad a chance. But I think he was forced in too early. Like, we all kind of agree on that. But Crowley fucking stepped up, and he's been excellent. Look, I know his kicking percentages are not great. He had 6 out of 7 on Saturday. But going forward, we do need Sam. We need Harry. We need, like, as we said, Frawley is going to Connacht. Lancaster reckons he's going as a 10. I can't wait for fucking next season to see Frawley playing at 10 and on a regular basis. I'd like to see Sam go back to Leinster, himself and Harry alternate games. Sam maybe put on a bit of muscle. Defence coaches work with him on his tackling, because look, let's be honest, the lad has some fucking fantastic aspects to his game, right? Both him and Jack need to up their kicking percentages, right? That's what like Sam or Jack had 85% on Saturday, but like, they need to be consistent. Harry Byrne, in fairness, I think was unlucky maybe not to get a look in this Six Nations, because he has been on form this season for Leinster. And don't forget, then we have Jack Murphy up in Ulster. And we don't want to be where we were in 23 with fucking Johnny on his last legs, and not really trusting the other option. So if we go into the next World Cup with 5 guys at out half to choose from, it's going to be fucking fantastic. But look, I have to say, hands up to Jack. He went through a fucking tough time, and he stuck at it. And we want to see Sam fucking back as well.
As a Leinster fan, I'd agree. I think social media stuff got to Sam. I think Sam needs to get his head right. But Jack has a good pair of shoulders on him. He's fucking great kicking feet on him. And he stepped up, did the job. But like you, I want to see competition for the shirt, because that's what brings out the best in all of them. If there's competition, there was a long time when it was just the Johnny show, and there was bit parts played by Ross Byrne, who'd be in out every so often.
Cameos.
But yeah, I mean, if we play it right, and even like Harry Byrne is even only a year older than Crowley. So I mean, if we play it right, we have 4, possibly 5 really solid 10s going into a World Cup. Which is
that's
a great problem to have.
It's also, Dara, it's horses for courses. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
One guy's abilities might suit one particular game, and the other not so much. You know what I mean?
Your young lad could switch from the horse training to actually rugby training, with this horses for courses stuff.
But look, we have spoken about this at length, and look, I was of the very same opinion as Dara. As a Leinster fan, I wanted Jack Crowley starting for the last 2 games, and as he did, he came in and he just showed what he can do, and I think Dara's made a really good point. Like it's nothing against Sam, it's just he needs to go and get his head right, because of the shite that was going on online, and I know the players. They don't tend to delve in, but there's always that part of people that just want to see what's going on. And it only takes them a fraction of a second to go in and see what is actually going on. And that can really mess with your head. So
that's what I said to the wife. I was only looking at that for research purposes. I mean, it was.
But as you said, we have 4, possibly 5 out halves going into a World Cup.
Yeah. But to come back to your Maz comment, and that other Munster fella from Kildare, he had a great game as well, Ty Byrne, that he did us proud.
Yeah, he was unbelievable.
There's a good comment here before we move on to the games.
Don't fucking start me with them. Don't start with
Bevan here says Daniel Ryan, Diarmuid O'Connell, Josh Neal, Christopher Barrett, Dylan McNeese, and Noah Byrne are very great hopes for the future as well.
Yeah, so, you could throw Derry Maloney in there and Tom Wood too.
Yeah,
that's it. And Fintan Gunn.
There's lads,
if we mention Fintan Gunn enough, he might give us a free gaff. He's loads of them apparently.
Yeah, but let's go on to the under 20 games there anyway and get your opinions on that. Matt, I'll come to you first. Ireland winning that one 47-14, 28-0 up at half time. You didn't see any of that game or anything, did you?
I did, yeah. No, look, it was fucking phenomenal, and like as we spoke about before, like Tom Wood, he was fucking phenomenal. His kicking from the tee was unbelievable, and like I was actually gutted for him that he missed that last one because it was probably one of the easier kicks he had, and you could see the devastation on his face. But what a fucking kicker that lad is! But not only that, his play and his handling throughout the whole game. Like he had a long pass out to the winger, and the winger scored a try. Or Derry Maloney, he scored a try, grabbed it from the air. But there was another fella. There was a forward out further as well. So, but look, they blew the Scots out of the water. It was 35-0 at one point. Fucking 71 minutes. Scotland scored a try and then got another try, and then just fucking blew them out of the water. Ireland were a joy to watch. Really were. Josh Neal had a fucking great game. Christopher Barrett was fucking unbelievable. He was everywhere. Anytime there was a break, he was really his support running, his ball distribution, his carrying, his passing. Like literally, these lads are the future, And like looking at that team, that current under-20 squad, we're gonna have plenty of really good players coming through, and there's loads of them there. Bevan has named a good few of them there. Daniel Ryan, Dermot O'Connell, Josh Neal, Christopher Barrett, Dylan McNeese, and Noah Byrne. That's only to name a few. You've Tom Wood, you've Derry Maloney. Jesus, there's fucking loads of them. They're fucking
and not to mention it, the senior lads, like Postlewaite and all of these guys that didn't really get an opportunity in the senior squad. Like fucking hell, lads, we have some talent going through.
We absolutely have we have riches of talent at the moment, and we're in a really good place.
Yeah, even in my sheet in here, Jack Crowley, great work. Tom Wood, great under 22, great out halves with Munster and Ireland upcoming players as well. Len, your thoughts on the under 20 game?
Yeah, there was an issue there because it happened to fall on Mother's Day, Danny, and after Super Saturday, we kind of take the piss. Go, what are we doing for Mother's Day? Well, the under 20s game is on, so I had to watch it later on record. Unfortunately, the thing with Mother's Day is, you have your mother, you have your marriage, you have your mother-in-law. If your wife has children, she's also in the act. For fuck's sake, like, you know what I mean? So yeah, I watched it back, and look, another great fucking performance. They were just fucking. I think it was actually James Grennan that said the first half was absolutely fucking scintillating rugby. Third quarter died off a little bit, and then reignited for the last quarter. And look, as Matt said, the talent on display is absolutely fucking fantastic. Andrew Brown has done a fucking brilliant job with the under-20s. And it will be great to see some of these lads come through to senior rugby, hopefully.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and another 2 Triple Crowns in the one weekend.
Yeah. Darryl, you're talking during the 20 game.
Didn't see it. Can I talk about the? Can we talk about the other games of Super Saturday? Wales. The fact that Beckham for 50 minutes, they kept out Italy, but Jesus, that last 30 minutes, I'd say, was nervous for them. And then the England-France game, what a fucking game. But the biggest fucking thing that annoyed me was 2 minutes left on the clock.
Clowns.
And what did England do from the bottom of them all? Fucking box kick to the strongest back three probably in fucking world rugby.
Absolute fucking
put up the jumper and just fucking hung on to for 2 minutes, and we would, and mind you, Itoje might have still given away a fucking penalty, but we would have stood a much better chance of fucking them beating France and us winning.
Itoje give away a penalty if he was on the fucking bench. You know what I mean? He's a fucking dope. Now, in saying that, he up to fucking the end of the game. Itoje actually had one of his fucking better games, and I wouldn't be a fucking fan of the guy. He actually had a good game.
But that's it. If they had possession, they mightn't have given it away. So he mightn't have given away a penalty. So you never know.
But
I couldn't understand that. When I saw your man box kicking, I was just like, "What the fuck are you doing? Just box kicking down to Ramos, like."
Bevan, Andrew Brown has been an immense coach for the under-20s. In fairness, he took over from Doken, to be honest with you. That was going to be very hard to get worse than that, to be honest with you.
That's just a question before. Does anybody know when Cully Tucker takes over, is Andrew Brown being kept on?
In this season. And to be honest with you,
is Andrew Brown being kept on the panel with Cully Tucker is what I'm asking you.
I'm not too sure, to be honest with you.
Well, he should be. He definitely should be.
Yeah, there's actually a comment here from Bevan as well, and it was made earlier. He said, after 6 Nations campaign during the 20s, I think they have a real chance for the Junior World Cup in the summer, which is in Georgia.
Yeah, let's not jinx anything. Let's not do a burk. We won't do a burk on it.
Yeah. We'll say no. We'll just keep an eye on the tournament anyway. I'll move on anyway and try to get your predictions there.
Mike Sheedy said that the English players should have kicked the ball out. The only problem with that, Mike, is they wouldn't have won if they kicked the ball out because there was 2 minutes left on the clock. So,
yeah, but I suppose it's spilled up, wait for the 80, kick it out.
Oh, yeah. Stuff it up the jumper, wait until 80 and then kick it out. Yeah.
So, like any sensible junior fucking B team would do.
Yeah, when you had Pillock fucking kicking a ball and kicked it straight to
what a fucking tool. What a fucking that guy. Look, I know the little fucker leans into it. Like he actually enjoys the fucking the booing and the whole fucking thing. But like somebody needs to have a word with the chap and go.
I was talking to a fella in California whose son went to school with Pollock, and he said he is just as obnoxious in real life. He's a little
I'd have no fucking doubt.
But I mean, the guy is basically the new Austin Healy. You know, he's just that handling villain that everybody loves to fucking hate.
Right.
You know.
Dad, I'll get your predictions for round 13 anyway, which is coming up the weekend. Matt, I'll come to you first. Friday night we have Ulster and Connacht. Ulster at home. Who do you see winning that one?
I think Ulster will not win that one.
And then Ulster or Connacht, Ulster at home.
Yeah, I Connacht need to win.
What do you? I mean, I assume the international
Connacht need to win.
But
yeah, they will be. I'd have to go with Ulster on this one.
Ulster or Connacht Friday night.
Danny, we're only 4 minutes over. Chill with the fucking wrap it up thing. I think Connacht will probably do it because, as I say, Ulster will have a few players now still resting from international duty. So I think Connacht could do it. They could sneak it. But I think it'll be tight. It'll only be 3-5 points in it.
Dara, I'll come to you next Sunday. Munster away to the Sharks. We'll see you in that one.
She's gone downstairs. Oh, fuck it. I better still say Munster. Yeah, Munster. Is the Hollywood bets, are they the ones with the swimming pool in the stadium?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that'd be the fucking highlight of the match, I'd say.
Then Munster or Sharks? Munster away.
There you go.
Matt, Munster or Sharks, would you win that one?
Munster.
Len, I'll come to you first. Leinster away to Glasgow. Who do you see getting that one?
This is going to be a fucking great game. But I'm going to reckon I'm going to give it to Leinster.
Matt, need I ask?
Leinster.
Dara, need I ask?
Yeah, I mean, as Len says, Franco Smith has got a great team over there.
They didn't say that fucking all.
I would say fucking Leinster though. Yeah, I hope. To be honest, to be honest, it's getting to the point where I'm so sick of us fucking finishing top of the URC and then not fucking sealing the deal in the playoffs that I'd nearly rather lose the odd game and, you know, finish in the top 4 or 5 and then fucking make it through and actually lift the cup like we did last year as we're reigning champions, isn't it? Or was it 2 years ago? Can't remember. Anyway, it was fucking more recent than Connacht anyway. Or more recent than Munster, I should say.
Bevan here, I think Connacht will surprise everyone and win by 3 points. Match winning penalty from Connacht, Leinster and Ulster will win.
That's exactly agree with you, Bevan. That's what I said, 3 to 5 points.
See, Mike Feely is going for a Munster win. Cheedy
What's
says
his brother Dave Cheedy saying?
Munster over the Sharks one. And Johan here says, Dara is from fucking Clontarf tonight. Dara's always been from Clontarf.
No, he's fucking for Clontarf.
Fucking for Clontarf. Sorry, lad.
We don't
It's been
know
a
that.
long day.
But I don't know. She has a bit of a cold, so I don't think so.
Martin
There's your answer.
Martin says, off after Thursday, hope we can get at least one win. Hope you enjoyed that one anyway, Mark. Lads, I suppose we'll call it tonight and then till next Monday night. Matt, Len, Dara,
one question before we finish. Do you know the way the broadcasters are fucking contractually obliged to call the Sharks the Hollywood Bet Sharks?
Yeah.
What the fuck are the lines called at the moment?
Fidelity Secure Drive Lines.
Say that again.
Yeah,
Daddy,
I
Fidelity Secure Drive Lines.
No,
I
say it
flicked
again.
over to the fucking match and the commentary reeled that shit out and I was going, what the actual fuck? Can you imagine me Donal Lenihan now commentating on a fucking game? Give it to me again, Danny. What are they called? Fidelity
Secure Drive Lines. Basically, we just call line the Sharks.
Yeah, we will, but like the fucking poor commentators can't because they have to fucking...
Here, listen. Donal Lenihan can't even say debut, right? How the fuck do you think he's going to say that right? Debut.
Debut.
That's because he's in the posh part of Cork.
Lads, good night. Until next week.
Cheers, boys.